The 2012 election season is underway, and this actually is one of the busiest election years in recent history. Before we go today, we're going to talk about it with our supervisor of elections here in Monroe County, Harry Sawyer. Harry,
Hi.
Thank you for being on the show with me.
Oh, that's part of the job, going out and marketing our elections.
And now, Harry, you know, unfortunately for us here in Monroe County, after 24 years in office, this is your last year. Are you a little bittersweet about that?
Of course I am. 24 years, you have to be looking at retirement as a blessing, and again, you look at it as something you're not so sure you want to go into. It's kind of a dark side.
Oh, well, I wish you the best of luck. And,
Thank you.
You know, your next adventure after this.
That's what it is. It's another adventure for my wife Mary and I to pursue in our life.
Oh, okay. Well, Harry, let's talk about the 2012 election right now. I know that qualifying to get on the ballot, it ends this Friday. Let's kind of talk further about this.
Actually, qualifying started yesterday at noon, and it runs through Friday at noon. Anyone interested in running for office at this point, if you haven't gone out and got the petition signed, you need to call the office and find out what the qualifying fee is. And the candidates that have already announced pretty much know what they need to do to the next few days. So we have candidates coming in for every single office in Monroe County. And we have 3 offices that the candidates can qualify in. It's the Key West office, we have an office in Marathon, and up in Key Largo we have an office up there. They can go in, they can file the paperwork, our staff is there to help them get it filled out. But whatever they do, they need to do it by noon Friday. After that, it's too late.
Too late, okay. Do you know how many candidates there are so far?
Oh, no, I haven't counted them yet.
Actually,
it's the announced candidates are not always the ones that actually come in and qualify. So
really?
It's really one of those things that they announce, and some decide at some point they're not going to run, and then they don't. But the ones that are qualifying through this week are the ones that you know for sure that are going to be there. And normally what we'll do is we'll count the number of candidates after that. But for every single office that's up, you have all the constitutional officers, supervisor of elections, county clerk, a couple of commission seats in that are up right now. We have fire, water, all up the Keys going. So there's a number of offices. We had Marathon city election at the same time. So there's a lot of things going on our ballot that we'll see countywide, that different parts of the county will see something a little bit different.
Okay. And now I know another important date for the voters here in Monroe County is in July. Let's talk about that.
July 16th at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, our books close for registration. So if you're not registered to vote at this point, you need to register. If you're thinking about changing your party because of the primaries, because we have a closed primary state, so that means that a ballot would go, a Democrat ballot with Democrat candidates go to Democrats, Republican ballots will go to Republicans, and anybody else that falls in between gets a generic ballot. So you need to make up your mind at that point, July 16th, 5 o'clock, what, if anything, you're going to do to either change your party, or going to stay the same, or just know that if there's any changes you need to make, and in that regard, you can do it then. Any address changes and things like that, it's all the way up to Election Day that you can do those kind of changes. But political party change and registering to vote, or anything like that, you need to do before July 16th, or at 5 o'clock July 16th.
And this isn't hard for people to do.
No, it's not. You can go on our website, www.keyselections.org. You can download a registration form there, or just change your address on that form, mail it into us, make sure you sign it, and get it into us, or you can ask for one to be mailed to you from our office. You can come in at any of our offices and change or vote, register to vote right in one of the offices.
So easy for our voters.
It's real easy.
So easy for everyone out there to do, and this obviously is a critical year too for our state, so it's important. It's
critical, and because we have very important offices up for re-election. For election at this point, we have the presidential race that'll appear on the ballot in November. So all through this, we have a primary coming August 16th, and in November we have the general election, and that's the big election. That's going to be a busy time as well for everyone.
Should be an interesting election.
It's going to be. People are out politicking already, so it's kind of like, it's kind of real interesting to watch what's going on.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, thank you, Harry, for filling us all in on everything we need
problem.
to do, and filling us in on what the candidates need to do before this Friday.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for us today. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. Take care.